Hi gardeners, you're going to have to excuse the wind. It's blowing and of course I don't have any expensive noise canceling systems. You're just going to have to suffer through it. Today we're going to be planting beets, which we have been growing here in tray for about 6 weeks now. Multi-sown, about 3 to a pod. And we have 14 spots, so I'm going to take the best 14 pods here and start putting them in. We have nice, rich soil. It's crumbly. It's perfect right now, we think, for beets. It's starting to get warm enough that they will have a long time in the sun, and so we think they'll grow quite rapidly. We have wetted down the tray so that the growing medium here will stick better. Now we just press from the bottom and squeeze from the sides and help it out. Now that is beautiful roots, but it's starting to get root bound. So yes, it was time to get them going. You can see this clump of roots right here. We'll actually go a little bit deeper right up to the first growth of leaves, and we'll press down to make a little divot here. That'll make nice soil contact with the roots, and also it means any rainwater, any water we put in, will channel nicely to the plant. I'll do another one for you right here. I turn it at 90 degrees, push up from the bottom. Oh yeah, this one had roots coming all the way out. Don't be afraid to push down. We've got 2 or 3 here. There we go. Root growth is phenomenal in this medium of peat moss, and I put in a little vermiculite, and perlite is put into the basic mix from black gold. We'll get one more here, and then we'll move on in the garden. I will plant the rest of these off camera, but we'll be getting about 14 going today, and with 2 to 3 beets each, we could have 40 or 50 beets for harvest. And these are the golden beets. Don't be scared of beets. Everybody goes, oh, they're red and they stain. The golden ones do not. They don't stain. They're easy to work with. All right, let's show you something else we've been working with. Right next door to where the beets are going, this is the romaine lettuce that overwintered. And as you can see, nothing short of magnificent. My arm for comparison there, every bit as large as in the stores. They've overwintered underneath the row cover. Now it doesn't need it, growing nicely. Here's our gamble. We have cabbage, green cabbage, that we're trying to come up here. They were a little bit water stressed. The wind blows here and dries out the soil very quickly. We hadn't been in attendance, Easter holiday and all that. So I've gotten a good bit of water on them. Our garlic is once again massive. About 70 bulbs, 70. And they should be ready in about, I'm hoping, 8 weeks. Here's a new crop for us, rutabaga. Again, overwintered, light mulch of straw. And now you can see the benefits. It's a massive root. There's my hand for comparison, then take it away. So it's probably getting close to ½ pound already. The rest of them, not as large, but you will still have a good crop of a new crop that we have not grown yet. Spring onions, the ones that look ratty are overwintered. The taller ones are actually, we grew in our trays and put them out about 2 months ago. Here we have bulb onions, and somebody was nice enough to donate me onion sets, and I just wanted to show you how easy it is to work with a set. can see some of the sets have started sprouting. It's just the easiest thing in the world. Pick a spot here and just go about 2 fingers deep. And then cover up. And again, press down for good soil contact. There we go. These, I believe, are long day onions. We'll give them a go here. Being a set, they've got a better chance of growing than they would if they were a seed. They've already done a lot of growing last year when they were made dormant, harvested, dried, and they went into dormancy. So, that's a little close together, but we'll see how they grow. Here are kohlrabi. We planted 12 a couple of weeks ago. I planted 5 more today. Kohlrabi is in the cabbage family, what we call a brassica. And they're the ones that look like the ship from Men in Black. Literally looks like a Mento with leaves attached to it. It's going to be about hand size, about 2.5 to 3 inches across, in a disc, maybe 1.5 to 2 deep. Some of them look more circular. 2 varieties, a green coating and a purple coating. Can't tell the difference in the taste. And now for potatoes. We're beginning to get signs of potatoes breaking out here. These are some of our old saved potatoes. That's a bet. That is a volunteer onion. There and there coming up. One person out of us thinks that it's just a wild field onion, and the other thinks that it's some of ours. So these are just the beginning, there and there, here, of Yukon Golds breaking surface. The clear winners right now are the Pontiac Reds. We've got about 15 or so of them already above, and you can see them. You can see how they break the surface here first, and then they will push up beyond that. And here's one bit that's already come through. Yes. We have 3 full beds of potatoes. So bed 6 is still in abysmal shape. I'm going to get to that off camera. Our Swiss chard is being very Swiss chardly. Swiss chard's tough. It's like, yeah, I can grow. This overwintered, and as you can see, I have 6 plants there. All 6 are good, but here's something worth noting. We never cut down the bok choy, and it's producing seed pods. I think the bok choy is going to self-seed itself in this area this year, and I'm kind of excited about that. You can see the seeds developing here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And that beautiful orange chard there, it's just lovely. Going to pick some of that for cooking tonight. So, I will get back to work here. Thanks for watching along. We've got a lot of things to plant. Some things not so soon. Here, these are the Royal Burgundy beans, and they have just literally come up in the last few 2 or 3 days. They grow so quickly, look at that. And here are some of our tomatoes. Tomato, 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 the little one. And we have a couple of spare cabbage, just in case something goes wrong. It doesn't hurt to have a few spare crops in your tray. And I have another tray at home with nothing but tomatoes in it because I've been taking them out. Usually I plant them 2 to a cell, and then I break them apart and pot them up. So we could have 13 or 14 good Roma tomato plants just in the first wave, and then we'll plant a second wave. Romas are determinate. That means they grow to a specific size, and then they give you pretty much all their crop at one time, and then you can get rid of them. You don't have to let them hang on because, oh, I might get more tomatoes. You won't. They all show up at the same time, which makes it very convenient for planning how you're going to process them. In our case, we'll blanch them and freeze them, and then when we need to, we can make them into pasta sauce, like marinara or something like that. All right, everybody. We now have 7 beds, 6 active, 1 that's dormant, but will be active in the next few days. Gosh, it's good to be back in the garden in lovely weather. Go out there, have fun, and grow your own food. Bye-bye.